That was a war. They're good. That was a great win by our guys. I'm happy for our players. Boy, we got great respect for them and what they did last year. What they're predicted to do this year. How good their front line is with Sears and Sherrod. How good their rebounding is. I don't know how many times I've won a game as a coach where you've been out rebounded 48-25. But I thought our ability to force turnovers negated that a little bit. And we were just so active defensively. Their point guard plays good. The kid Montague can shoot the ball. I mean, they're old. They're really good. And I was just really proud of our guys. I thought we were connected. I thought we played extremely hard. I thought we got contributions from all 10 guys that played. I think our freshmen are getting better. Obviously these two guys up here shoulder a lot, and they can handle it. As I've said before, my standard for these guys is very high. And today I thought they really played well at both ends of the floor. Thought they really competed. I thought our team competed. I thought we played the right way. Hell, only had 5 turnovers in the game. I thought we were very unselfish. In fact, I thought we passed up a couple shots. And obviously, Malcolm and J. Cole, they had some great threes, and they're going to make those more often than not. And so we're going to continue and take those. But all in all, offensively, I thought we shared the ball. I thought our transition offense was good in the first half. I was proud of the fact that we got punched in the mouth to start the second half on a 15-3 run, and our guys really responded down two. They just buckled down and, made the plays that we needed to make to win the basketball game against a really, really good team. So happy for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. I told the staff, the 3 games probably of the 10 we've played where I've been the most proud of them is Providence, UAB, and then today. And the reason why is because I felt like we looked, you could just feel it, looked, sensed, played like a team at a really high level for the duration of 40 minutes. And obviously it's something to build on because that doesn't just happen. These guys have got to be humble. We got to be hungry when we show up tomorrow. And we've got to use this in a positive way to piggyback this thing moving forward and continue that expectation of playing the right way on offense and competing defensively as a group. Questions for the players?
Malcolm, what are you seeing out of Kendrick right now? I mean, he seems so locked in and really aggressive.
To be honest, I've seen out of Kendrick these games while I've been seeing my years with him here. It's just all the hard work he puts in. And it doesn't surprise me at all. I'm actually happy for him. I remember when we were freshmen, we weren't really playing and we just stuck with it. Just be in the rooms talking to each other about it, sticking with it. Just see the hard work pay off, especially for him. I'm really proud of him.
Malcolm, the second half of the Western Carolina game and most of the game tonight, you seem very assertive, very aggressive. Are you feeling pretty good right now, or what's your mindset?
I'm feeling great, not because I'm playing well late in the game, just because I just see improvement with our team, and I just have confidence in everybody that gets on the floor. I mean, even you saw today, everybody that touched the court had a big impact on the game. So, I mean, we've lost some close games, but, tonight's a step in the right direction. We got, like Coach said, we didn't start off the second half too great. It's the same thing that actually happened when we played Notre Dame. They slapped us in the mouth in the second half, but this game we responded. Like I said, that's improvement from all of us.
Malcolm, you've mentioned it before, but you wanted to get more effort from the guards rebounding without Mike Thorne in there. I mean, does that add an extra emphasis to that after tonight's battle against the glass?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I had 14 rebounds. Those 2 big guys that we play, they're probably one of the more athletic and bigger guys we'll play this year. And to be honest, we didn't do as well as we should have on the defensive boards, but we did well enough to win. That's something we got to improve on. But I'm just happy we won.
Kendrick, Coach Groce said on the radio that he described your play right now as you're on one. How would you describe your play right now?
Yeah, I'll take those words and say the same thing. I mean, I've been playing well of late. Guys have a lot of confidence in me, so that's that's a plus. Guys, like for instance, Malcolm, he'll pass the ball to me, and before he even touch my hands, he yelling me to shoot it. So that gives me confidence.
Kendrick, you've been back for a couple weeks now. You feeling like in terms of game shape, conditioning, obviously your shot's been going really well so far this season. You feeling pretty good right now condition-wise?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel good conditioning-wise. While I was out, I was still keeping my conditioning up. I was able to run and things like that.
Kendrick, the start of the second half, what happened there? I mean, there's a couple of second halves in a row where you guys have started off a little slow, and it's kind of like the first halves to start the season.
I mean, basketball is a game of runs, and start the second half, we kind of started off slow. They made their run, and it's just all about how we respond. Today we responded well.
Ken, your shots were equally divided, 3 and 2-point, inside and out. And so I'm wondering if there's an emphasis for you to try and mix it up, to not always hang out at the arc, to get in the lane, and at what point, you just read the defense and decide what you're going to do.
Oh, yeah, that's basically what it is, just reading the defense, see what they give me. I play aggressive. I'm an all-around player, so I just read the defense.
Anything up right here, middle?
Kendrick, defensively, forced a lot of turnovers in the first half, and then maybe Yale kind of figured that out to start the second half. But what made you feel like you did well towards the end of the game, where you were able to, force a few more? I think 3 of their last 4 possessions.
It was all the mindset, going into the game. At the beginning of the first half and throughout the first half, we was being disruptive to their offense, on the ball and off the ball. And I think start the second half, we kind of got lazy a little bit and kind of fell back, and then we picked it up going into the second half.
Any more questions for the players? All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, good job. Get something to eat. Make sure your parents pay. I know you two aren't paying. Questions?
Yes, sir. John, last season Ken didn't have a summer, and this season he did. Are you surprised that, considering how long he was out, sometimes there's a rusty period where, a guy, before he really looks back, but he sort of hit the ground running when he came back out and hadn't stopped. Are you surprised that he hasn't had a period of adjustment?
I thought the thing that would take the longest Tup, and he conditioned hard. So his situation's a little bit different than LaRon's. He and Tate's were upper body injuries, so they could still condition and run and be on court. And I probably underestimated that. They're in much better shape than what I would have anticipated post-injury. Those two guys. Now, obviously, Tate wasn't out as long, but still, and I give a lot of credit to Fletch, and he did a lot with them and kept them motivated. And it's hard to just run and not play. But their conditioning, I think, is really good. So I think that's where I'd probably start with that. And then obviously he's in a groove a little bit right now. Is he going to get 25 to 30 every game? I don't know. That's a pace, that's a high expectation. Biggest thing I want him to do is just continue to be aggressive, take good shots within what we do. He's done that. And then continue to defend. And I thought he defended well again tonight. I thought his best all-around performance was the other day against Western Carolina, and I'll have to watch the film, obviously, to grade out his defense tonight, but I bet it's going to be close again. So he's playing both ends of the floor really, really well. I thought Hill was really good tonight, too. He was really – the only thing Hill didn't do tonight, he's usually going to go – out of those 7 threes, he'll usually make 3 of them, maybe 4 or whatever. He didn't. He was wide open on a couple of them. Those will fall. But everything else he did, score 2s, rebound, guard, 7 assists. He was all over the place. I just thought he was much fresher. I thought I did a better job of trying to get him some blows to keep him fresh and use some media timeouts. And part of that, to be honest with you, is confidence in the freshmen. As some of the upperclassmen said in the locker room after the game, they just think a big thing for us right now is how much those guys have really gotten better. It's huge. Huge. Now, did we have to learn some lessons along the way? Was that not fun? Yeah, it wasn't fun at times, but but they're a little bit further ahead right now than even Hill and Nunn and those guys were in that class because they've got more opportunity. You know, I had to get baptized by fire a couple times, but they're further ahead. That could be good for us moving forward, not only this year but program-wise. You know, so I'm really encouraged, you know, by the way those guys have practiced and just the way they've improved. They still made a couple mistakes tonight, but they're working hard to clean those up. I thought DJ Williams' effort level in practice this past week was off the charts. I thought he played that way today. You know, Aaron obviously had the good game on Saturday. I thought he had good effort today. I thought J. Cole had good effort. J. Cole, same thing. I mean, I bet at least 4 of those 5 threes he had the wind at his back. He just didn't go in, you know. So, but I thought he was pretty good. I mean, they're getting better, and that gives us a chance to be a little bit deeper, gives us a chance to, you know, give a guy a blow here and there because of the trust factor. They've gotten a lot better.
Coach, I think in all 3 games back here at the State Farm Center, you guys have given up double-digit second-half leads, but you haven't folded in any of them. I mean, what's that say about this team?
Well, I think obviously they're not going to do that. They got too good a character to do that. I mean, they're good in that way, but they've got to learn to put, you know, you say put your foot on someone's throat. You know, I thought that Yale was pretty good offensively to start the second half, and we probably made a defensive mistake or 2 there. But I'll be honest with you, we missed some shots too, very similar to Notre Dame. You know, I thought we had great shots a week ago to start the second half, and just were, you know, Black in particular last week had, you know, 3 or 4 that were just right there. I mean, you know, so you got to throw a couple of those in, and we didn't do that during that 15-3 run where they took the 2-point lead. But we responded well and fought and did a good job with that. And I thought at the end, again, for the second game in a row, when we needed our defense to be really good, guys stepped up and played harder and smarter and with more of a sense of urgency. And I think that's certainly a good thing for us moving forward.
John, obviously, this is a really good Yale rebounding team.
Oh, sure, 11th in the country.
Yeah, and you guys are without your 2 best rebounders. But going forward,
I was in a good mood till you told me that.
what's the solution? Is it guards?
You got a
having to do
gang
more?
rebound, you know. Obviously, I'm not thrilled about the rebound margin. I'll take a look at it, Jeremy, to see how much of it was blocking out, and punishing, how much of it is. I am aware of the fact that is their calling card. They are unbelievable. You're 11th in the country and, you know, top 50 for like 5 straight years. I mean, that's what they do, and they do it really, really, really well. And they got 2 guys. Those 2 bigs are good. I mean, they're really good. So, you know, we'll take a look at it, how much we could control. We've got to do a better job, obviously, than we did tonight because we got 18 out of 35 opportunities back, and that's our worst defensive rebounding percentage of the year. How much of that is us? I'm sure to a degree it is. How much of it is the fact that they're really, really good at it? I'm sure that's part of it too. You know, we'll take a look at it on film.
Coach, you talk about the decision to push the ball and really dictate the pace in this game.
Yeah, we want to do that all the time now, especially when we got 10 guys. I told those guys we were going to play 10 before the game. They knew it. And I wanted to make sure everybody knew I wanted the guys fresh and playing hard on the defensive end of the floor. And I thought they had earned it. I didn't think we were giving it to them. They had earned it early on in the year. Game 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we had to give some stuff away because of situations that we are out of our control. But tonight, those guys that played, they earned that. How they practiced, they earned that. And they did some good things tonight. And that allows us, Derek, to push the pace when you're playing that many guys and getting guys blow, because part of it's just running hard. And I thought we really got out in transition, in particular the first half.
Coach, you mentioned you want to do what's best for LaRon and his health. Is it kind of day-to-day right now? I know he didn't practice Monday, but he practiced yesterday. Is it day-to-day, or are we looking for long-term?
He went yesterday a little bit. It is day-to-day right now. Yeah, it is day-to-day. I hate that for him. You know, I wish it was feeling a little bit better and maybe not quite as sore, swollen, but, you know, we're going to do the best we can with that.
John, can you talk about the very last play? Alex Austin got kind of close to a guy that was in 3-point range. Is that what you wanted?
No.
Scott.
Jalen's had a couple of games back-to-back where just his shot's not there. I mean, is that something, you know, mechanically in a shot, or just, you know, they're not snowballing after a couple misses?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you know, obviously, you got to be mentally tough if you're a shooter, and you got to think about the next one going in. Jalen's always been a great shooter. I got great confidence in him. I thought tonight his looks were really good. I don't have any problem with him. I want him to continue to, to shoot the ball. He's going to continue to shoot the ball. And, I don't think necessarily it's anything. I think it's just, part of it's just playing through it and figuring it out, Scott, to be honest with you. But that kid, I've known that kid for a long time. Trust me, he can make them. He just hasn't tonight. Didn't tonight. Maybe he's had a couple games in a row here, but he'll be fine.
Any other questions for Coach? All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, John.